Hello, guys. Good evening. Hello, hello. Welcome.
Hello, teacher.
Hello. Hello, good evening. All right.
Hello, teacher.
Hello, hello, good evening.
Hi, teacher.
Hello, guys. How are you doing? Good?
Excellent.
All right. Perfect. Okay, guys. So we have maybe all of our students are in the meeting now. So let's start immediately. We are going to start our class number 2 from level B1.5, and this is on May 24th, 2023, right? So let's take a look at the agenda for today. So first, I want to do an activity called the talking wheel. Is to review the future forms. So will or planning to or all these different future forms that we studied and we reviewed. We're going to start with that. Then we're going to do the task of Unit 5. So first is the listening part of the task. Then we have a part as individual, so plan a fantasy dinner party. And then at the end, we have the discussion and writing exercise for you, so in your groups. And then we will, if we have enough time, we will share your answers from all the groups as the whole class, okay? So that is basically our agenda today. Let's start by checking the attendance, the list, before we begin. Okay, let's start. So, Karen Acevedo.
Present, teacher.
Okay. Santiago Fonseca.
Your teacher.
Okay. Chiara Martinez.
Present, teacher.
Okay. Jorge Moreno.
Present, teacher.
All right. Natalia Navarro.
Present.
Okay. Diego Olarte.
Present, teacher.
Okay. Manuela Ortiz.
Yes, teacher.
All right. Sebastián Pavón. Okay, Sebastián. Beatriz Pedraza. Okay, Beatriz. Xiomara Rincón.
Present.
Jessica Ríos.
Present, teacher.
Catherine Rodríguez.
I'm here, miss.
Marlon Sánchez.
Present, teacher.
Okay. Mendy Santa.
Present, teacher.
Okay. Manuel Sepúlveda.
Present, teacher.
Okay. María Alejandra Vega.
Present, teacher.
Okay. And Vanessa Zambrano.
Present, teacher.
All right, very good. Okay, guys, so let's start, as I told you, with the speaking wheel. So I will present here. Okay, or the talking wheel. So the activity consists of a wheel with different situations about the future. And what is different, like from other activities that we have done in the past, is the time, okay? In this exercise, each student will have 30 seconds to talk about the topic, okay? So it cannot be you only give me a sentence. So for example, tomorrow I will go to English class. And no more, teacher, that's it. No, The requisite is that you have to talk for 30 seconds. So you can say, I will go to English class, and also I will go shopping. Maybe I will read a book, whatever, okay? So you continue adding ideas until you complete the 30 seconds speaking, okay? You cannot stop or say, no, no more, that's it, before the 30 seconds. All right, is the rule clear for the activity?
Yes, teacher.
Yes. Okay.
Don't stop until
Don't stop.
the
Until the clock stops. All right, so we're going to start with the list here. The first person is Beatriz. So we'll start with you, okay? All right, Beatriz, I will spin the wheel for you. Okay, this. What are you planning to do with your money over the next few months? Okay, what are you planning to do with your money over the next few months? Okay, Beatriz, ready? Beatriz, okay, you can start.
I will go to Cartagena for the next month with my family. Teacher, here?
Yes, but you were missing 10 seconds. Remember the rule. I won't talk until the 30 seconds are up. You can see on the screen how much time is left, okay? So if you stop before, this will affect you. I'm taking notes. Remember, all the classes, we have participation and speaking, conversation, so we all grade that. So I'm taking notes to see if it's correct, if you complete the time, all right? I'm taking everything into account. Okay, Beatriz, so would you like to start again to complete it? Or no?
Understand. Complete
The time. Es que no te escucho, no sé si me escuchas bien.
I say I go to Cartagena the next month with my family.
Ok, dijiste eso y te quedaron 15 segundos. Entonces, la idea es hablar por 30 segundos. No solamente dar una oración, sino completar el tiempo. Entonces, como dijiste, iré a Cartagena con mi familia. Quedan 15 segundos. Ok, I will go to el Castillo San Felipe. I will visit the beach. I will get a massage. Ok, ¿sí me entiendes? Complete the time.
The time.
All right. Well, let's continue with another student then. Thank you, Beatriz. We continue with Diego. Okay, Diego. Okay, Diego, ready?
Yes, teacher.
Plans for this weekend.
Okay, this weekend I'm planning to see a movie. Probably I will probably go to visit my brother, and will probably go for a walk with my dog. And I'm planning to visit my girlfriend.
Okay, almost there, 5 seconds. All right, good. Thank you, Diego.
Okay, teacher.
And next person is Joan Sebastian. Okay, Joan. The topic is your career plans for the future. Okay, your future plans for your career. Are you ready, Joan? Joan? Okay, so Joan is not here. Continuing Jorge. Jorge, is the same question. Your career plans for the future. Are you ready?
Ready.
Okay, you start.
For my career, I'm planning to study a master degree in data analysis, and also I'm planning to do a specialization in data science, maybe, or telecommunication.
Also 5 seconds. Very good. Okay, thank you, Jorge.
Okay, teacher.
All right. Next is Karen Acevedo. Okay, Karen, your plans for this weekend. Ready, Karen?
Yes, teacher.
Okay.
And Saturday, I'm going to watch my boyfriend's match, football match, and then we will go. We going to a restaurant, and the Sunday, uh, I'm going to cinema with my sisters to see the mermaid, the new of mermaids.
Mm-hmm. All right, good. The Little Mermaid, La Sirenita. The Little Mermaid.
The little mermaid.
Okay, thank you, Karen. Good. All right, next, Catherine.
Yes, Miss.
Okay, Catherine, your question is, okay, how will your life be different in 10 years? Okay, how will your life be different in 10 years? Ready?
Okay.
Okay.
In 10 years, my life will be different between my English level and my master degree, my career. I would like to have my own business and maybe and travel around the world.
Okay, good. Excellent. Thank you, Catherine. Okay, continuing, Kiara. Kiara?
Yes, teacher.
Okay. Okay, Kiara. What the weather will be like in the next 7 days. ¿Cómo será el clima la siguiente semana? The next 7 days.
I think will be sunny in the mornings, but in the midday and the noon maybe will be cloudy with winds and some raining, and I think in the night will be
Okay, good. Thank you, Chiara. Very good vocabulary of the weather. Well done. Continuing with Manuel.
Okay, teacher.
Okay. Okay, Manuel. Okay, your plans for the rest of the week. So Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Okay,
Okay.
go.
Okay, for the rest of the week, I am going to be finishing the projects I have pending in my work, and I am going to be also studying English at nights. And by the end of the week, I will have my activities for the Moodle done.
Okay, very good. Thank you, Manuel. Good. Okay, we continue with Manuela.
Okay, teacher.
Okay, Manuela, the question for you is your plans for this evening, so for tonight.
Okay, teacher. For tonight, I'm going to finish my tasks of my job, of my work. I am going to make a presentation for tomorrow in the morning. I am going to print some page that I need, and I am going to sleep.
Okay. And study English, of course. Many things to do. Okay, Manuela, thank you. We continue with Maria Alejandra. Okay, yes, Maria Alejandra.
Yes.
Okay, so we have the plans for a party or celebration in the near future. So a family member's birthday, a friend's birthday, okay? Plans for a party or celebration in the near future.
Okay.
Okay, ready?
I plan have snacks for the party and in a big place and have music and
Okay, and also have music, you said? Okay, let's continue then with Marlon. All right, Marlon, your question is, okay, how the world will be different in 80 years? How the world will be different in 80 years?
I think that the world will be different. Maybe advancing technology have great advance, and or have a great advance. For example, maybe it will work of the people. Or do in this moment.
All right, thank you, Marlon. Good. Okay, continuing with Mendy.
Okay, teacher.
Okay. Okay. the journeys that you are likely to make in the next few months.
Okay, journeys is the sign of travel.
Yes. That is you're
Okay.
probably going to make in the next few months.
Okay, teacher, in the next few months, I want to travel to Cartagena or with hot weather because I am in Bogota and I need right now hot weather for me, teacher. It's very cold here and right now is raining, teacher.
Okay, so you need the hot weather. Okay, thank you, Mandy. Good. Continue with Natalia. Hey, Natalia.
Hello.
Okay, Natalia. So the plans for your next birthday.
Okay, my plans.
Wait.
Okay. My plans for my next birthday. I hopefully that I can celebrate in Punta Cana. I would like to travel with my best friends. And in this moment, I save money for that journey.
Okay, excellent. Very good. Going to Punta Cana. Wow. All right. Thank you, Natalia. Then Santiago, the last question for this part. Then we will start again for the other students now. So Santiago, your plans for when you finish the English course. So the complete course, maybe in October. So what are your plans after that?
Well, teacher, the first that I will do is try to apply it in a interview for a job in a call center in English and try to get the job to get to earn money to finance my, well, I have to plan a travel the next year with a work and travel program, and well, that's my plan. Go to the United States and approach my English skills as much as I can. And well.
All right, very good. Excellent, Santiago. Thank you. And okay, let's go back here. We are in the, okay. Joan is here. Joan Sebastian. Okay, continuing, Vanessa. All right, Vanessa. Vanessa, your plans for this weekend? Yes, Vanessa. Okay. Yes, you're here.
I'm going to work in laboratory. In the weekend, I'm going to travel to Bogota. No more.
Okay, no more. Okay, good. Your microphone is not working very well, Vanessa. I couldn't hear you very clearly. No, okay, you can check. Okay, then Xiomara. Okay, Xiomara, ready? Okay. The question for you. Okay, how the world will be different in 80 years? Okay, how the world will be different in 80 years? Okay, ready?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
In 80 years, the world
will be full of technology. Maybe playing cards, full roads, fun. All right, thank you, Samara. Good. Okay, next is Jessica.
Yes, teacher.
Okay, Jessica, let's check your question. Okay, any plans for a party or celebration in the near future? Okay.
Okay. I planned go to a river with my friends. And also have a healthy cake. And go to my house of my grandmother because she always yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Continue. You can finish the idea. She always
makes me a lunch.
All right. Good. She makes you lunch. All right, guys. Excellent. Very good. Thank you. So these exercises are very helpful because in this type of exams like TOEFL or IELTS, this is the dynamic. You get a topic and they give you some time to answer. So this improves your fluency, okay? You have 30 seconds, then you have a minute to talk. So add on your ideas, okay? So this is very important to practice your fluency in your speech. All right, guys. So then we are going to continue with the task. The final task for Unit 5 is to plan a fantasy dinner party, okay? So as you can see, can you recognize the characters in the cartoon? For example, the first person, do you recognize who he is?
David Beckham.
Yes, this is David Beckham. Next.
La Reina Virgen, I don't remember the name.
Yes, this is Queen
Elizabeth.
Elizabeth the First, I think. Not the second, but Elizabeth the First. This is who?
Eddie Murphy.
Eddie Murphy, yes. The next person?
Lady Gaga.
This is Lady Gaga, yes. No, this is Eddie Murphy, not Will Smith. This is
Mother Teresa.
Mother Teresa, yes. And Marilyn Monroe, yes. This is not Ana de Armas, this is Marilyn Monroe, the actress, okay. All right, guys, so this is the topic. You are going to plan a fantasy dinner party with 2 more students, so in groups. First, we're going to listen to an example. So listen to 6 people talking about who they would invite to this dinner, okay? You are going to take notes about all the guests, the suggested guests. Take notes about these topics. Reasons for inviting him or her, suitable objects of conversation, and which questions to think or things to say, questions to ask or things to say. So in the listening, there are 6 people talking about the potential guests or suggested guests, de los invitados sugeridos, okay? You need to take some notes about these reasons for inviting this person, suitable subjects of conversation. What are suitable subjects of conversation? Do you understand this? suitable subjects of conversation? Like
Maybe the topics they're
topics. Yes, exactly. The topics of conversation. Temas de conversación apropiados. And then questions to ask or things to say. ¿Qué les debemos preguntar o decir? Okay? So let's pay attention, listen, take some pencil and write the notes for each part.
Unit 5, Recording 6.
Can you hear well?
Yes, teacher.
Yes.
Okay.
6. 1.
At my fantasy dinner party, I would have to invite Lady Gaga. I think she'd be a really fun guest to have at a dinner party. It would probably be a fancy dress dinner party, and then I could ask her all about her clothes and where she finds them all. We could talk about her music and fashion and things like that, and I'd also get her to sing some songs at my dinner party as well.
2.
All right, guys, I will stop after each person so you can take some notes.
I've always wanted to meet Eddie Murphy, actually. That would be the person that I would choose for my dinner party if I could. And the reason is because I just find him absolutely hilarious. And I'd want to ask him what it is about him that makes him funny. What does he think it is? Because some people just are funny and other people aren't. And I'm really interested to know what that magical ingredient is, and if you can teach it, or if he's always been funny, which probably he has, and what does he prefer, like, to do most, stand up in front of an audience, or movies and TV or interviews. I'd be interested to know the answer to that question.
Three.
If I could choose someone to invite, I think it would be Mother Teresa. I think it's someone that's always fascinated me, having travelled quite a lot and seen what you see in countries that aren't your own, and the poverty and the illness. I think it's quite amazing that someone gave up their whole life to try and address that problem. And it's someone that's really fascinated me for quite a long time. I'd ask her why she chose to give up her life and help others. I think that she'd be just so fascinating to talk to, and it's someone I really admire. So I'd kind of like to say thank you for the inspiration that she's given me. Four.
I love to meet Marilyn Monroe, so I would definitely invite her. And the first reason would be because to have somebody that beautiful and amazing in a room would just be phenomenal and a one-off. And I then could ask her questions like, what colour lipstick is the best red that you can get, and all those girly questions that you could ask. But then I'd ask her stuff about her movie career and whether she felt like she'd ever been in love, and who those people would be that she really felt she loved. And I think I'd ask her if she hadn't have died when she did, what she would have liked to have gone on to do after.
5.
I would choose any king or queen from history, but probably I think the most interesting person to have at my dinner party would be Queen Elizabeth I, because there would be so much to ask her about, and she's such a fascinating figure. First of all, I'd like to ask her how she managed to be such a powerful queen for so long when being a woman in those days was difficult enough, and how she maintained her power over all those years. And of course, I'd like to ask her about her day-to-day life and all those domestic details, like was she able to brush her teeth, or was she bald under her wig, or, you know, so many interesting details, which I think would be amazing to find out the truth about them, and how she really felt about being Queen of England, and what that meant to her.
Six.
If I could invite anybody I wanted to a dinner party, I think I'd invite David Beckham, because not only is he extremely good looking, but also I think he'd have some really good stories to tell about places he'd been and people he'd met, and you know, the World Cup and what it feels like, just what it feels like to be as famous as he is, really, and what his life's like, I suppose. Yeah, he'd be really good.
Okay, guys, I will play the audio one more time for you to double check your answers, and then we socialize them, okay?
Unit 5, Recording 6. 1.
At my fantasy dinner party, I would have to invite Lady Gaga. I think she'd be a really fun guest to have at a dinner party. It would probably be a fancy dress dinner party, and then I could ask her all about her clothes and where she finds them all. We could talk about her music and fashion and things like that, and I'd also get her to sing some songs at my dinner party as well.
2.
I've always wanted to meet Eddie Murphy, actually. That would be the person that I would choose for my dinner party if I could. And the reason is because I just find him absolutely hilarious. And I'd want to ask him what it is about him that makes him funny. What does he think it is? Because some people just are funny and other people aren't. And I'm really interested to know what that magical ingredient is, and if you can teach it, or if he's always been funny, which probably he has, and what does he prefer, like, to do most, stand up in front of an audience, or movies and TV or interviews. I'd be interested to know the answer to that question.
3. If I could choose someone to invite, I think it would be Mother Teresa. I think it's someone that's always fascinated me, having travelled quite a lot and seen what you see in countries that aren't your own, and the poverty and the illness. I think it's quite amazing that someone gave up their whole life to try and address that problem, and it's someone that's really fascinated me for quite a long time. I'd ask her why she chose to give up her life and help others. I think that she'd be just so fascinating to talk to, and it's someone I really admire. So I'd kind of like to say thank you for the inspiration that she's given me. 4.
I love to meet Marilyn Monroe, so I would definitely invite her. And the first reason would be because to have somebody that beautiful and amazing in a room would just be phenomenal and a one-off. And I then could ask her questions like, what colour lipstick is the best red that you can get, and all those girly questions that you could ask. But then I'd ask her stuff about her movie career and whether she felt like she'd ever been in love, and who those people would be that she really felt she loved. And I think I'd ask her if she hadn't have been, if she hadn't have died when she did, what she would have liked to have gone on to do after.
5.
I would choose any king or queen from history, but probably I think the most interesting person to have at my dinner party would be Queen Elizabeth I, because there would be so much to ask her about, and she's such a fascinating figure. First of all, I'd like to ask her how she managed to be such a powerful queen for so long when being a woman in those days was difficult enough, and how she maintained her power over all those years. And of course, I'd like to ask her about her day-to-day life and all those domestic details, like was she able to brush her teeth, or was she bald under her wig, or, you know, so many interesting details, which I think would be amazing to find out the truth about them, and how she really felt about being Queen of England, and what that meant to her.
6.
If I could invite anybody I wanted to a dinner party, I think I'd invite David Beckham, because not only is he extremely good looking, but also I think he'd have some really good stories to tell about places he'd been and people he'd met, and you know, the World Cup and what it feels like, just what it feels like to be as famous as he is, really, and what his life's like, I suppose. Yeah, he'd be really good.
All right, guys. So let's check your answers. What the notes that you take for each person. Okay. So let's start with the first person. It was Lady Gaga. So what are the reasons for inviting her? Who can tell me?
He's funny.
Funny. Okay. What else?
The speaker considers he could know hold guests and start a big party.
Okay, it could be interesting, fun for a party. Okay. And
we could ask about her clothes and her music.
Okay, interesting, funny. We could ask about clothes, so fashion, music, and no more, right? That is the information about her. Lady Gaga can be interesting, funny for a party. We can ask about clothes, about music, fashion.
And also because she can
sing
some songs.
He can sing in the party. All right, good. For the second person, Eddie Murphy, what is the reason to invite him, or reasons to invite him?
Because he's very hilarious.
Okay.
She wants to ask about the ingredient for to be more funny.
She wants to ask for the ingredient to be funny. If you can teach someone to be funny or not. And what else? Another question that she wants to ask.
What is his favorite stand-up movie interview?
Yes, his favorite. So stand-up, movies, or television. Very good. Okay, then we have Mother Teresa. Why is a good person to invite in the party?
Experience for about travel.
Yes, experience for traveling.
For her labor with the poverty people.
Knows many places and people. Her labor with poor people. Yes. And any questions to ask her?
Ask why she choose to be
to help others.
Yes.
Why did she choose to be and to help other people, right? Okay. Then we have Marilyn Monroe. A reason to invite her. Why is she a good person to invite?
She's a beautiful and amazing.
Beautiful, yes. Beautiful, amazing.
Phenomenal.
Phenomenal, yes. And what is the question that she would like to ask Marilyn?
You want to ask for the better color for her.
What kind of lipstick?
Yes, the perfect color of red lipstick. And what else?
And dress.
Dress, okay. Yes, they also talk about if Marilyn Monroe was ever in love with someone. Like, did she have someone that she loved? Okay, this is also an important question for her.
Yes, teacher, and also if she would like to die when she did, or maybe after.
Okay. Okay, the question is, what would she have done if she was alive for more time, right? What would she have done if she were alive for longer time? For more time. And then we have the Queen Elizabeth I. Why is she a good person to invite? Yes,
because she's an interesting person.
Interesting is fantastic, phenomenal, also very powerful.
Powerful queen.
And what questions can they ask to the queen?
How she really feel about the Queen of England?
Yes. How did she really feel about being Queen of England? Also, she talks. Okay.
How she maintains her power for a long time.
Okay, yes. How did she maintain her power for a long time?
Yes, also about domestic details of her life. Maybe how she felt about being the Queen of England and what that meant to her.
Okay, yes, very good. So domestic details like could she brush her teeth, or did she have hair under the wig or no? All of these questions, like very funny details, interesting details that this person wanted to ask Queen Elizabeth I. Okay. All right, guys. So we have our example of what we need to do. So let's take a look at the invitation or the prompt, and then I will continue explaining. Your fantasy dinner party. Let's read it, please. Let's start reading Jorge. You can read the invitation, please. Your fantasy dinner party.
Okay, teacher. Give me a moment. There will be a total of 8 guests, the students in your group and 5 other guests. You can invite any person you like, living or dead. This is an opportunity to meet famous people whom you have always longed to meet. It's important that the evening is a success, so the West this should work well as a whole. You might decide that you want a particular theme, such as sport, politics, or films, or you may prefer a mixture of people. You should produce a seating plan according to who you think will get on well together and have plenty to talk about. Include yourself in the plan. You will also need to think about what subjects of conversation to introduce and what question you would like to ask your famous guest.
Your famous guest. All right, guys. So we have all the details. Thank you, Jorge. All the details for the dinner party. There's a total of 8 people in the fantasy dinner party. So it's 5 guests and you're 3 from the group, okay? The 3 students and 5 guests. You're going to think and invite any person that you want. It can be alive or it can be dead, okay? So imagine who would you like to meet? Any famous people, writers, scientists, actors, singers, sports people like athletes, any person that you would like to meet, okay? So also when you are talking in your groups, it's important that the dinner party is a success. So all the people should like work well together. All right, it cannot be very complicated or problematic for people like imagine maybe a topic in particular. It can be sports, politics, maybe actors, or only singers, as you prefer, or a mixture of different people that have some things in common, okay? So think about this when you are in your group. Then you're going to create like a seating plan. Do you know what this means, like a seating plan?
Not sure.
Like the order on the table?
Yes, this is, I will show you. This is a seating plan. So for example, in weddings or in parties in general, you have to assign people like next to each other, in front of each other, all right? So you're going to organize the seating plan. So you can say, here I sit, I don't know, for example, football players. So you want to meet Messi, and then next to Messi is sitting Pelé, whatever you want to talk about. You organize the people, so you create a seating plan. Then you also have, do this according to some people that will have things in common or things to talk about, okay? Ese plan de asientos es en cuanto a que tengan algo en común esas personas o cosas de las cuales hablar, okay? Also, you're going to include what topics of conversation you want to introduce in the party and some questions that you would like to ask your famous guests, okay? So all of this, you're going to do it in groups. The first part is going to be individually. I will give you 10 minutes individually to think of 5 people, 5 guests that you want to invite to your dinner, okay? And you're going to put number 1 is the one that you prefer the most, number 2, 3, 4, and 5, okay? Los vamos a poner en orden de preferencia. Primero lo vamos a hacer individual, cada uno para que lleve sus ideas. ¿A quién les gustaría invitar, ok? So you're going to take notes. For example, this, what is the reason for inviting him? Maybe a subject of conversation and one question to ask. Entonces, para los 5 que van a pensar de manera individual, van a pensar la razón para cuál invitarlos, un tema de conversación para esa persona y una pregunta que le haría. ¿Ok? This is the first part, the first step. Vamos a hacer esto de manera individual, cada uno solito. Ahorita continuamos en la parte en grupos y ahí sí vamos a trabajar en el PowerPoint, ¿ok? So right now, let's take 10 minutes to do it individually. Choose 5 people that you want to invite to the dinner and answer these questions. 1 reason, 1 topic of conversation, and 1 question to ask them. All right, is it clear what we are going to do now?
Yes.
Okay, you may start. We got 10 minutes. All right, guys, listen, if you finish before the 10 minutes has passed, let me know in the chat so I can start creating the groups.
Teacher, is necessary 5?
Yes, 5 people. Or maybe 3, because you are going to share with the other students and you are going to choose 5 between all of you. So you can only propose 3. All right, guys. So you had the time to think about your characters, think about what you can say to talk about with your classmates and to choose some people for the dinner party, okay? So now we're going to continue with the second part of the task, which is to explain your suggestions and finally reach an agreement with your classmates, okay? So you can use the useful language to explain your suggestions. So the reason I've chosen him is, this is someone that has always fascinated me. I've always wanted to meet this person. I would talk about this. I could ask her about this topic. It would be amazing to find out the truth about. Okay, so you can use all these phrases to explain why you chose these people. And then you are going to reach an agreement, right? So, estar de acuerdo, alcanzar un acuerdo. I think or I don't think that it's a good idea to invite this person. Do we agree that we are going to invite this or we are not going to invite this person? I think or I don't think that this person will get on well, que no se llevará bien o que se llevará bien con otro, will get on well or will not get on well. This person will probably have a very interesting discussion about politics, about music, etc. Right? So this is what the vocabulary that you can use. I will create the groups of 3 students, and you are going to compare your suggestions and agree on five of the guests, okay? So let me open the presentation so I can show you. You are going to compare your lists and select 5, okay? Select 5 guests in total. And then you, after you decided, you talked, you discussed, then you're going to start writing on the presentation. You are going to have the 5 guests you chose in your group. What is the seating plan? ¿Cómo van a sentar a sus invitados? Okay. What is the seating plan? Good conversation topics, temas de conversación, at least 4 topics of conversation. Topics to avoid, ¿qué temas a evitar? At least 3 topics to avoid. And questions that you want to ask your guests. At least 5 questions to ask your guests. Okay? So we need to complete all the presentation in the groups.
About the city plan and good conversation topics and topics to about all the guests. Or is for each guest?
No, in general.
Okay.
So here, for example, you write, Lady Gaga sits next to Eddie Murphy, okay? And me, Laura, will sit next to Mother Teresa, okay, whatever. So you need to include you in the seating plan. Y se incluyen a ustedes mismos también en el plan de asiento, ¿no? De ubicación. Los temas de conversación son de la fiesta en general. Temas de evitar también son de la fiesta en general, no para cada uno de los invitados, sino en general. Y las preguntas también pueden ser en general o pueden poner una pregunta por invitado, como dice, al menos 5, entonces una para cada invitado. One for Lady Gaga, one for Queen Elizabeth, etc., etc. Okay? All right, are we clear on what we need to do, guys? What we're going to do? Do we have any questions?
No, teacher.
No questions? All right. So let me create the groups. I will send you the link. Okay, give me a minute to create the groups. Is there any student that is connected from 2 devices? at the same time? No? Okay, and guys, one more recommendation, please. If there is a student in the group, yes?
Me, Manuela, teacher.
Okay, you are in two devices? Okay. Okay, so a recommendation before we start working, not only for today, but in general. In the groups, sometimes I create the groups and there is one student that is not in the class. So this person is doing other things. They don't talk, they don't participate. Guys, please do not include this person's name in the presentation if they are not participating in the groups, okay? I will check and I will know who is participating and who is not, okay? So if the person is not speaking or writing on the chat helping you, please don't include their names into the activity, okay?
Okay.
Teacher,
sorry, I don't know. Sitting plan, for example.
Sitting plan is the picture that I showed you. This is the
Okay.
Okay,
Okay.
the places to sit.
Okay.
All right. Okay, let me create the group.
For these boards, I can put imagine. Picture?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
You can put the picture in this part. It's okay. All right, guys, let's go to the groups.
Hi, teacher. Tengo el mismo problema de la vez pasada. Voy a salir de la sala para volver a ingresar.
Okay, no problem.
Hi, teacher. Estaba en el grupo de Manuela y Xiomara.
Okay, I will put you in group number 1 because there are only 2 students there.
Okay.
Hi, teacher.
Hello, teacher.
Oh, hello.
Well, the King
Downey,
Henry.
the Rock Johnson.
Who is the King Henry VIII?
The Queen Elizabeth's father.
Okay.
Elizabeth's father. Okay.
He had 8 wives. She divorced for 2 wives.
Actually is not
I thought they
divorced.
ate at the same time.
They got killed. The wives got
Killed
killed.
them.
Not
Yes.
all of them. Not all of them.
Some of them. Yes.
Okay. Your grandfather, your grandfather. Whoa.
Yes.
Your great father.
Okay. Okay. Let's write the names in the slide. Oh,
But we cannot
how
like
many?
it's 5, but we have to choose like people who get along, so may get along. So I don't know. I think we have different topics because we have wealthy people, singers, and maybe I don't know.
For me,
Scientific.
topics,
Scientific.
finance, economy.
Okay. I choose singers. Manuel choose great
like scientists.
thinkers.
Yeah.
Or
Scientists.
science people of the past. And Xiomara is about economy.
Yes.
Okay. Good conversation. Okay, let's write.
What person you choose? What person? Manu?
For me? Okay, I choose Pepe Mujica because I have always wanted to meet this leader. This an interesting leader. I saw the videos that he have, and I like her lifestyle.
Okay. I definitely choose Jimmy Fallon.
Okay. Why?
Because I just find him absolutely hilarious and human person. He's respectful with the people he meets, and he's a person who couldn't let other get worried.
Okay.
He is a talking person, a typetic person.
Okay, that right now we have 3 people, right?
What?
We have a 3 person.
We need to choose 2 more.
2 more.
I have Michael Jackson or Barack Obama.
I have Mark Zuckerberg and Yokoi Kenji.
All right, guys. Hello. Tell me.
Hello, Miss.
Teacher.
Teacher, I have a question.
We need to, for example, for a good conversation topics, we need to be more specific. I mean, explain.
Explain why?
Yes.
Or only mention topics.
No,
For
I
example,
think
in this part, only write the topics, but no explain because it's necessary explain.
okay, you can make a short explanation, maybe science, because we have Nikola Tesla. Technology, because we have
Okay.
Bill Gates. Music, Andrés Calamaro and Shakira. Okay, as you can do, just a brief explanation. Okay,
Short explanation
short.
or short? Okay.
Yes.
And the topic about is similar. Short explanation.
Yes. Also a short explanation.
Okay. And the acts only write the acts for
The
guests.
question. So,
Question.
for example, question for Jesus, question for Andrés Calamaro.
Okay.
One question for each person.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. This ready. Thank you.
And
All
topics
right.
about sports.
Okay. Sports. Yes. Ready. Okay. And science.
Nikola Tesla.
For Nikola Tesla, because he es he, ¿no? He, ¿qué fue lo que inventó? He was
Contentos.
I cannot read.
Kenny
Ya no.
Reeves también.
A ver, ¿a quién más?
Adam Sandler. No.
Ay, no.
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 O Chester.
¿A quién?
Chester Bennington, el de Linkin Park.
Ah,
Para poder, o sea, sería como temas que no hubieran, sería claramente el suicidio.
la cirugía plástica.
Por la nariz, sí.
Sí. A ver, el hilo rey. Lady D.
Podría ser.
In English, guys, discuss in English.
Sorry, teacher.
Okay, sorry, teacher.
Which one?
I'm not sure. Maybe Kurt Cobain or Cerati.
Maserati.
And the topics to avoid, it could be
Drugs.
suicide for Cerati.
Drugs? Because he died thanks to a, I don't know how to say sobredosis.
Overdose.
Overdose
Mm-hmm.
in Venezuela. And what else? Chavez.
No, it was not overdose. For Cerati, you're talking about Cerati?
Yes.
No, it was not overdose. He was in coma after a concert. He was in a coma for a long time. Well, for some time. And then he died. Not for drugs. Mm-hmm.
I think there are the 5 characters because Ed y Lorraine, if we count Ed y Lorraine like 2.
Likes to play the game, but he doesn't like speak about things like dates and romance. He's not an expert about that. But about money and invest is a good option.
Then he won't talk when we talk about
married and divorced.
Exactly. Well, he had never been married, in fact.
Mhm.
So it's difficult. But well, we have yet an extra. Well, the King Henry. But thinking better, maybe yes, The Rock. Maybe.
But Henry Cavill plays a character in a series TV about Tudor dynasty.
The Witcher.
Yes. No, but not The Witcher. Is a character. I don't remember. I think he was the husband, the sister's husband of the King Henry.
In a series. In a series.
Yes, in a series, Dynasty, the Dynasty Tudor.
That's the name of the series.
Yes.
Dynasty?
Yes.
The new series?
We say dynasty. Tudor, Tudor dynasty.
It's a Canadian series.
How is the name of the dynasty?
Tudor.
Tudor.
Can you write?
Teacher, we changed the order of the slide, so we can put like an image.
Okay, no problem. That is okay.
María, Aurora, Next, y así.
Por eso, pero puse la imagen para que se vea más fácil de leer. Pero entonces ponemos. Pero espere, miremos, a ver si se puede. O lo escribimos solamente.
Teacher, for the assistant planning, for the sitting planning, we can write or just put the picture?
As you prefer. So if you prefer the picture, you can put like similar to Manuel and Mendy, Simara. The numbers 1, 2, 3, 4. You can see, and they put the names.
Okay. We can put the numbers, each person, and the names. Okay.
Yes, and you put the picture of the seats.
Yes. The problem is.
Pero ¿no sería mejor poner la imagen al lado del cuadrado y escribir ahí?
O
ok.
como la que hizo
Ay,
Caterina.
vamos. Ujú.
Y ya. O sea, la fotico que hizo Caterina y ya.
Aquí.
Ok,
Okay.
ok. Espérenme, los comenzando con los números.
Okay, otro topic de que hablamos.
Ah, ok. We are talking about economy and also
We
economy.
can, or lifestyles.
Sure, lifestyles. No encuentro uno con numeritos.
Sería en el topics to avoid.
Ujú.
Okay.
5, 6, 7, 8.
What is a boy? What does the meaning of avoid?
Avoid is
Avoid, evitar.
evitar.
Okay. Maybe.
Y acá. Listo, ahora sí, ¿cómo es? La de Nikola Tesla. Nikola Tesla.
Yes.
¿Cuál? What? Jessica.
What would be his next invention?
What would
What
you?
What podría? What would be your
Be o been. ¿Cuál podría ser tú? ¿No es what would you be?
Your next environment. No. Es como ¿cuál será?
¿Cómo es en español? En
sí.
español.
¿Cuál sería su próximo invento?
¿Cuál sería su qué?
Próximo invento.
Ah, su próximo momento. What would you be? Ah, ok. What would be your next invention? Pero acá no le falta el sujeto. ¿Sí está bien? Teacher, ¿está bien?
All right, let me check. Which one? What would be, Nicola, what would be your next invention? Invention. Está correcta, pero la palabra es invention. Ahí está. Tu próximo invento.
Y la de Shakira, teacher, tengo la duda.
Shakira, which have she been her higher inspiration in her songs? No. What has sería what has been el she ahí te sobra. El she no has been her highest or biggest, su más grande inspiración, biggest with double G, biggest, doble G.
Double G.
Biggest inspiration in her songs? Yes.
Okay. Thank you. Y the finish, Jesus. Jesus. ¿Cuándo se acaba el mundo? No, mentiras.
No, no.
Sorry, teacher.
Very scary. Imagine he says in 2030. Oh my God, no.
No,
Better not to know.
nobody wants to know about this. Okay.
Teacher,
Yes.
a
Tell me.
question. So to topics of a good conversation, we have to put the reason of these topics.
A little explanation could be good. Like, yes, you can include a little bit of explanation.
Okay, teacher. Thank you.
Hello, teacher.
Hello, guys. All right, we are back. We are waiting for the rest of the students to join the session again. All right, let's just give the others a couple of seconds to join us again. All right, so I think we can share maybe 1 or 2 groups before the class finishes. So we're going to start with group number 1, which is Manuel, Mendy, Manuel, no. Kiara, Jorge, and Santiago are the first ones. Or who would like to share that is ready? Which group could share that is ready, and maybe the others we can share tomorrow? Any group that would like to share today?
No, miss.
Not ready yet?
Not ready yet.
No? Not even Manuela?
Teacher, you know what? My group. We haven't
We don't
finished
finish
already, but
yet.
Okay, you're maybe the second, Manuel, Mendy, and Xiomara. I see that you finished. No?
We are doing some minor corrections in maybe
Okay.
in grammar, but yes, the
Okay.
main idea is done.
Okay, let's share the second one and then the others for tomorrow. Okay, guys. You can explain to me. So your guest, first the guest.
Okay, so I'm going to start. Our guests will be Bill Gates, Elon Musk, Mark Zuckerberg, Jeff Bezos, and Larry Page. So our topics of conversations will be finances, economics, success, technology in the future, and investment. Our seating plan is like is shown in this
The
image.
pictures of Bill Gates at the top of at the head of the table, then Xiomara, Elon Musk, Mendy, Jeff Bezos. Oh, you put Jeff Bezos and Elon Musk, one to the side of the chair, Manuel, Mark Zuckerberg, and Larry Page. Okay, so this is based mainly in economy, finances, and technology, right?
Right, teacher.
Okay.
Yes, teacher.
We think we should avoid maybe conversations about religion, maybe some negative things about capitalism because they are part of it.
Yes.
And maybe things about American war crimes because they are American. So yes, that could be like a bad topic.
It can be uncomfortable. Okay.
Yes. And we have like some ideas of questions for them. In general, they're not for
not specific
anybody
because they are mainly in the same field, right?
Right.
Okay, so can you read the questions? Maybe Mendy, can you read the questions, please?
Yes, teacher. The questions for our guests maybe are, what's the most important contribution your technology has brought to the world? How feels like to be with intelligent and successful people without being afraid? How does the economy really work? Is the IA really safe in our life? Do you think you will be to apply it in your new projects? What are the hidden secrets of economy?
The hidden secrets of economy. All right, guys, I see here maybe this, las siglas de inteligencia artificial in English is the other way around, the AI, no? Artificial intelligence. How does it feel like? How does it feel like to be with intelligent, successful people without being afraid? All right. Okay, guys, very good. Excellent topic, very interesting choices. Thank you. So for the rest of the students, group 1, 3, 4, and 5, tomorrow at the beginning of our lesson, we'll have some time for you to share the task, okay? So you can finish it tomorrow morning if you haven't. And during the class, we will check for your answers, okay?
Okay, teacher.
All right, guys, thank you. That is all for today. I'll see you tomorrow, okay? Bye-bye.
Okay,
Good
bye,
night.
teacher.
Bye-bye,
Goodbye,
guys.
teacher.
Bye, everyone. Good night, miss.
Bye-bye. Good night.